slightly different this morning on this last day of March. I've been called boring in the past, actually, but we're actually going to see my rival, the Severn Bore. The Severn Bore waits for no man. Tide and time wait for no man. And it will be arriving at Epney just before 9 o'clock this morning, so it's just after 7:30. And meet a few mates down there, I expect. And we'll just take a bit of film of the Severn Bore. Fascinating phenomenon. Just coming into Severn, the biggest village green in the country. Here are the boys at the Bell Inn, as opposed to the Bell End. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Steve. Elliott.
Morning, mate.
Cold?
Yeah.
Right. Here we are. Steve is on his Trident. Here we are at the Bell Inn. Rob's on his Burgmann. Elliott's come the furthest, all the way from Bromsgrove. Well done, mate. Me on the Yamaha still. Gotta get another bike out sometime. Dave on his Meteor. COlin on his BMW. I think it's time for us to go. Just coming into Saul, S-A-U-L. Looks a bit busy. It was a quiet little place when I lived here. I lived here between 1982 and 1985. The Bore many times. So this was my house on the left, brick house. First stop, Epney. Video always. The anchor in. This pub, we've been down here, and they go up and with drivers, golf drivers, and knock the balls over to the other side. Looks very still. That church up there.
They really smell. They never seem to ask everyone. No, they're not from it. And I don't know if he was winding me up or not. I genuinely think he was being like, oh, this is
Actually, you get the seagulls too.
Yeah, I imagine they get a good sense of what's going on.
Yeah.
And they clear off, like they're doing now.
Okay, guys, well, I have to admit it. I've cocked up. Not in the way that Paul did yesterday by turning up on the wrong day, but basically we've turned up an hour early. So how the hell I've done that? Because I've worked out how many hours it was going to take, or how long it was going to take for the bore to come up the river from Avonmouth. Anyway, there was hardly anybody here when we arrived, but now it's looking quite busy, as you can see. A lot of people have arrived and continue to arrive. Surfers out there. Anyway, I'm hoping I won't be being treated too severely by the guys. I've done my best. I'm gonna blame it on the hour. Don't start.
I'm the only one still working.
I've done my
right
best. I've done my best. Look.
Cole's finished. I'm the only one working.
What?
Aren't I?
It's due. I thought it was due at just before 9 o'clock, but in actual fact,
Hi.
it's due just before 10
Good job we
o'clock.
don't work for Domino's, isn't it? Can you imagine waiting for a pizza?
Yeah.
Where is it? He said it'd be 20 minutes.
Who was it said? Come on, get your helmet on. You haven't got time to stand and chat.
You say when
It is disgusting.
yeah, it is. Oh, here we go.
Have you waited a bit for your breakfast?
But look how slow the debris is moving down there.
Yeah, in which direction it's moving as well.
Clans are gathering on their surfboards.
Nearly 20.
They must be expecting something to happen. I thought it might have been cancelled. The thing is, the further down you stop, there goes the duck. He's going down. Gulls are over there. Here it comes. See, Steve, what you were saying, that you can see the wave is on this side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, don't be too deflated by this, right? I don't want anybody saying, oh,
We're not allowed to moan. You've said.
You want more if they want their money back.
yeah. There's a wave the other side as well, look.
The drag factor as well.
Yeah.
Shallow.
What bit of a drag. The guy in his hang glider. So, Steve, what you were saying, no, you're saying the build-up. There is no build-up.
No, it's
See?
just there, isn't it? The chap on the extreme left.
Yeah, he's going
See,
across.
He obviously worked that one out very well.
Yeah. water.
Couple got slammed into the bank.
Yeah. Look at compare the pace of the water coming downstream.
Yeah.
This chap here is, he obviously knows something we don't know. He thinks he's going to get wet, so he's basically up the wall. Steve's going to get wet there for certain.
I'm standing behind Rob. Sorry, Rob, what's in?
Here we are at Elmore Back. We're going to get soaked. Amazing, isn't it, actually? Steady, Steve. Well, there's another one tomorrow, all right?
I'll bring a bigger flask, shall I?
Yeah. Look at the way it's thundering up through there now, the way. Well, you've had a good old look at the bore, and now it's off for a coffee. People down here this morning. We're right with the River Severn, and they're now going over the Gloucester, Sharpness and Gloucester Canal. of discussion as to what we might do Wednesday, and general consensus was that it might be nice to go to the Elan Valley. So I think it's time to get the Trident out. And see who else is interested in going. It's probably about a 300 mile, maybe not quite 300 mile trek. The weather is so nice. In fact, it's raining for 1.5 years. I know it's possible to be underwhelmed by something like the Severn Bore, but to me it is a natural wonder, and all to do with the moon and the sun and the shape of the riverbed and the shape of the estuary. So you have the tide moving in the direction of the Severn estuary, which is like a funnel, and suddenly the depth of the seabed becomes very much shallower, and there's got to be somewhere for the water to go, and it turns itself into a wave that travels for much of the way up the river. There is usually a bore every day of some description. It could only be a couple of inches, but at certain times of the year when the sun and the moon are lined up, you have the spring tides. There is a 64-foot tide. That is a tidal range between a high and low tide at Avonmouth on Monday morning when we went to see this. And that is an absolutely phenomenal amount. Second only to the Bay of Fundy. Thank you for watching, guys. It'd be great if you could subscribe, and it would be great if you could give it a thumbs up. That would be marvellous. Take care, thank you, until the next time.